think we are down on the grid with race winner Max O'Shaughnessy. Max, your first win in the BUKC?
Yeah. I wasn't exactly demoted, I was just taking Konstantinos' place because he wasn't there at PFI. So, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm going to squeeze in on the Exeter car. I know we've already spoken to half of Exeter today, and I'm going to slot in.
Sorry about that. We would appear to have lost Jacob on the grid. Based on what I was understanding from Jacob there, I believe it's Cambridge B on pole, or it could be Coventry. We'll go. Well, you know what? We'll go from second downward. So second place, Coventry D. William.
Sorry, I just want to say I've worked out now. Oxford, because they haven't turned up.
Yeah.
Everyone's been bumped up, haven't they? There we go.
Yeah.
Carry
So it's Coventry D then starting on pole position with William Metcalf, and Cambridge B are second with Dominic Cousins. Exeter A, Mr. Karting himself, Konstantinos starting there in fourth place. Now for the rest of the grid, 8th place for Brighton B and Stephen Howes, a very experienced driver, one who I've had the pleasure of racing many a time. Loughborough A in 9th with James Ireland, and it's Oxford Brooks B in 10th with Angus Fender. And we have the green-helmeted Rory Hudson starting in 16th place for Bournemouth A. Birmingham B starting in 17th with Ethan Herford. In 25th we have the equally experienced and talented Thomas Fox in the Coventry A kart, and we have Trinity A, Ryan Davies.
I think, James, we're good for a race start.
We are indeed. We're going to look for those green lights to go on, and here we are racing for the first heavyweight race in BUKC history, and it looks like Cambridge B got a very good start there. No incidents to report so far. It is in fact Cambridge B leading away from Coventry D, although we have got a big incident coming out of Surtees. Looked like there was a car in the wall. Have both been able to get away?
Involved.
Have they been able to get away? Yes, it looks like they have. So actually no, we've had a change for leadership now. It's Brighton A out of nowhere are now leading this race. We've got some hand gestures being waved at. Have we got a full start? No, it looks like we are all good for this race to continue.
Sorry, James, spinner in the S's as well. Moment there for the number 17 kart of Nottingham Trent A. Scott Jeffs facing the wrong way, now underway again. Not a nice place to spin though, but it is indeed Nathan Little who's got to the head of the field here for Brighton A. Fantastic stuff for them as they come round to finish lap number 1.
This has been a very messy first lap. There has been a lot of contact, much worse than the previous race, but it looks like we haven't had any major incidents as we saw on certain first laps last year. But oh my God, they are about 4 wide coming into hairpin 1. It's the BUKC, ladies and gentlemen. It's what we love to see. Contact warning for Brighton B. They are down. Where are they? I'm not entirely sure. I'm just sorry. I do not want to be accused of favouritism in any way, shape or form, but I can't help but notice that Jeremy Todd of the Swansea A kart has gone from 34th all the way up to 18th place. So a fantastic start there for the Swansea A team. A lot of argy-bargy heading now, coming into Garda. Big thing there. That looks like to be Jack O'Toole in the Kingston A kart. He looks to be having to go on James Bumay in the Bath A kart, although we will see what the live timing says as we cross the line. A lot of big movers on this first lap. I've just spotted the Swansea A kart as well heading through. They're having a fantastic start in this event. We've got, who's that? That is Sam Cobb, I believe, in the Cambridge kart, having himself a little battle there. So we've had a change of leadership as well. Exeter A now leading from Cambridge A. Brighton A falling down to 3rd place. So what are we going to see here? We've got a contact warning for Loughborough C. They are down in 21st place, and there's a move there from the number 9. That is Nottingham A. They have got a move done on Brighton A, forcing the Brighton driver over. He puts his hands up in disgust, but the move is now done.
Absolutely good stuff. Then we've fallen into the equilibrium a little bit more now. Not Noah's arcing it everywhere around the circuit, but look at this, the number 1 of Coventry A battling away with Loughborough A. This is not just a battle over 8th place on the road, it is the top 2 teams in the championship at the moment battling away there. So
Loughborough and Coventry getting through there. It's the fight for, what is that? That's 13th place, continues to rage on. James Bumay heading the field ahead of Jack O'Toole in the Kingston A car, although that might be different now. I'm not sure I saw his helmet on the camera here as we're back with the championship fight. It has to be said, this is a fight for the championship. Coventry A and Loughborough A, but we've sort of away from that as well. And now we've picked them up. So they're heading up through Cafe and watching Exeter A over the line. It's a much closer race than the last one, and very close there. Thomas Fox versus, I'm sure Howard will be able to tell
James
me.
Ireland.
It's James Ireland.
You do not see that very often, folks.
Brilliant.
That was something special to return the favour. And as James has been mentioning, James Bume there, you just see him at the, just as we cut away from each shot at the moment, we're back with that battle over 6th place, and then here's the battle over 8th, which slowly but surely BUKC A are coming onto the back of as well. So it's nearly a 3-horse battle over 8th place.
Very close fight between Cambridge A and Nottingham A for 2nd place. They're about a second off the leader in the shape of Exeter A. Back of Thomas Fox. There's the Exeter A cart leading away. 14th and 9th just behind Cambridge A and Nottingham A. Are we going to see anything from James Ireland on Thomas Fox into Garda? Not sure. I think they're staying line of stern at the moment. But it is this battle for 2nd place that you find us with right now. We're going to look for the Exeter A cart coming across the line. There we go. So here comes the number 9 of Nottingham A. Down the inside of Cambridge A. Very close. They run out wide. This is going to bring Loughborough B into the fight as well. But it looks like Nottingham A down the inside of Sam Cobb. And there has been a change for 2nd place. But now the number 6 of Loughborough heading through. And he has also got the move down. So in the space of just a few corners, Nottingham A have gone from 2nd. Cambridge A, sorry, have gone from 2nd to 4th, and this is all going to bring Coventry A and Loughborough A into the fight as well.
Stefan Kessler is at the wheel of that Nottingham A car. Had a brilliant couple of rounds at PFI, particularly his sprint round there, getting by Sam Cobb, which is much easier said than done. Sam Cobb in that Loughborough car, isn't it? No, he's not in the Loughborough car whatsoever. In Cambridge A's car, but still driving well here, Nathan Little. He doesn't need to let that upset his rhythm too much. He's driving a good race so far, but I should say that Sam Cobb is one of the most experienced drivers in this field. This fantastic little on-track battle between Coventry A and Loughborough A goes on, but Konstantinos Karting in the number 5 there with his gold helmet and black suit is your race leader for Exeter A.
First of all, we've got a mechanical flag for Coventry D, second one of the day. But Howard, I'm predicting now we are going to see a 6-way fight for this lead in the next couple of minutes. You can see the top 4 separated by 1.3 seconds. We've then got about 1.6 seconds back to this fight, and they will be able to surely get onto the back. We're hopefully going to see a titanic battle for the lead of this race.
Yeah, absolutely. Should always say, as ever, it's mucho close in the midfield as well. Kingston A in 15th, currently leading a train of about 10 carts who are less than a second behind each other. So that's one to look out for, the number 23 cart leading that train at the moment. But this battle for 2nd place is really hotting up now. For the lead of the race, I should say. Stefan Kessler in that Nottingham A cart has caught up to the back of Konstantinos in the Exeter A cart. And look out as well for Charlie Bennett in that Loughborough B effort. Goes down the inside of Stefan Kessler in the Nottingham A car. Nerfs him out wide, but I think that was firm but fair stuff to take 2nd place. Lovely move there from the Loughborough B driver. And now Charlie Bennett will try and get onto the back of Konstantinos, but this has brought in Sam Cobb in that Cambridge A car, and he's gone straight down the inside of Stefan Kessler. Kessler decides to go wide in evasive action of the bollards there. If he hits that, that would be the same as a cone penalty, so he wants to avoid doing that. And suddenly, as you said, James, this is all starting to heat up nicely at the front here, and don't forget Coventry and Loughborough A will be able to see this, and if they know what's good for them, they'll work together to get onto the back of this.
Absolutely fantastic racing there. Konstantinos going out a little bit wide in hairpin 1, forcing the Cambridge A car, sorry if I'm forgetting the names, but there we go. There's a penalty for Cambridge A as we've got a change of leadership. Loughborough B now leading this race, but Cambridge A have picked up a penalty. Well, that might have been Cambridge B actually. We'll see what. No, it's Cambridge A.
It is Cambridge A.
Forcing a driver wide.
Sam Cobb there in his flame helmet.
And I think, Howard, I have to agree with that. And I'm glad to see as well that there's no track limits penalty for the Cambridge A car as well. As we mentioned, Thomas Fox now firmly involved in this fight. James Ireland just a little bit further behind. And we're going to now watch them across the line. Konstantinos still right behind the Loughborough B car.
Stefan Kessler, sorry, James, having a go at Sam Cobb here into turns 1 and 2, into Conway's and Henry's Bend, and he's got the job done. And Sam Cobb will be looking to fight back, but he's got to be careful because now Tom Fox is on the scene in that Coventry A car, and we could just see in the back of shot there he was going down the inside and he's got the job done. So Coventry A up to 4th place, Nottingham A up to 3rd. All change here at the front, and Sam Cobb's now got that penalty for forcing the driver wide. So it's been an expensive lap or so for the Cambridge A car. They're still on for some decent points, but they will be demoted a few positions, a couple off the top of my head, come the end of this race. And now James Ireland is going to have a go as well. Look out for the number 2 cart attacking the 14 cart as they come onto this new lap.
Thomas Fox very much interested in the Nottingham A car. You're going to have to remind me again of the name, Howard.
Stefan Kessler.
Stefan Kessler, right. So we've got Thomas Fox versus Stefan Kessler now coming into third place, heading towards hairpin 2. Are we going to see any move from Thomas Fox? No, he thinks better of it. Now heading down towards the S's. The front two getting a little bit of a gap now. Konstantinos and the Loughborough B car.
Sorry, side by side goes James Ireland and Sam Cobb heading toward the S's. Which way did that come out? It went the way of James Ireland. So James Ireland has now secured that. It's going to be 5th place there for Loughborough. Tom Fox is going to have a look here down the inside of Stefan Kessler, and Kessler manages to get the cutback as they go through the centre. It's called the centre chicane, but to be honest, it always feels just like a single left-hander. Onto a new lap we go. 13 minutes of this one still to go. There's plenty of racing to go on here. As you predicted, James, this has become a 6-horse race at the front effectively, currently headed by Charlie Bennett in that Loughborough B car in the red suit. He's got Exeter A all over the back of him, though. He cannot rest for a second. And as I said earlier, there's still fantastic battling going on throughout the field here as well. Battle over 11th place. Keep an eye on that on your timing towers on the left-hand side of the screen. It's the other flavour of commentators. We often talk about commentators' curse being that we curse other people's races if we say it's going well, as Tom Fox goes down the inside again of Stefan Kessler, and this time makes it stick. The other form of commentators' curse is I wish we could talk about everything that's happening out there, but it's impossible right now as they come onto lap number 17.
Charlie Little there in the Loughborough B car, he's got a little bit of a gap now to Exeter A. It's only 2/10 of a second. In fact, it's commentators' curse once again, Howard. The fight is now still definitely on for the lead of this race. Coventry A getting very interested. Obviously, Tom Fox, that late move on the Nottingham A car, Sam Kessler, and much better than his first attempt where he went a little bit too early. Tried it once, came back for the second time, got it done straight away. Fantastic driving there from Tom Fox. Meanwhile, we've now got James Ireland in the Loughborough A car getting involved with Nottingham A. Are we going to see him coming through at any moment? We've also got to bear in mind as well, we're only just over halfway through, and as I say that, the 61 of Queen Mary A going through. Back markers are going to start to play a part in this race, probably much more so than what we saw in the last race.
I should say as well that further back from this top 6 battle that we've been focusing on, Brighton A are still having a fantastic race with Nathan Little at the wheel, but he is getting the attentions of a certain Kyle Morby, who's having a fantastic drive from the back for BUKC. They started 26th. They're now battling over 7th. Other teams that I've noted are having a good drive up through the field. Birmingham A running in 14th, having started in 29th. And also Newcastle B, Adam Fleming started 25th. He's now up into 17th. So some good drives up through the field happening here as we keep our eyes peeled on the leader. Charlie Bennett absorbing the pressure so well from Konstantinos. Konstantinos in the number 5 Exeter A car with his gold helmet. Still chasing them down. This is a driver who had a lot of success last year. Exeter, one of those squads that have really come to the sharp end of the BUKC in recent history. But Tom Fox there is a man on the mission for Coventry A in 3rd place. Look out for that number 1 car trying to reel these two in over the course of the next few laps.
We've got Aston A and Huddersfield B, I believe it is, fighting at the back. So that is something that the leaders will have to be wary of, make sure they don't get caught up in that. Got contact warning there for Trinity A. Where are they? They are down in 23rd place. It's an all Welsh little battle there for sort of 23rd place. Trinity A, Trinity B, and then Swansea A in that little battle. But it's this battle for 1st place we are keeping an eye on. Keep an eye on as well. Thomas Fox. He's currently 1.6 seconds off the fight, but at the moment, Charlie Bennett and Konstantinos working well together to make sure these guys aren't in the way. It's actually, I take it back, it's the Hertfordshire A car getting lapped again that was that little battle happening there. So it just looks like they just lapped him for a second time.
9 minutes to go of this one. Konstantinos Karting chasing Charlie Bennett for the leader.
We should see that happening any moment now. As we Thomas Fox, who's making a move. He's lapping the Aston A cart. Yeah, so James Ireland getting caught up there as well. Hopefully we should be able to get past him any moment. Just see Alistair Irvine in the Club 100 test car, as a Hertfordshire A have now got a mechanical flag, third one of the day. Meanwhile, on the battle for the lead, Konstantinos right up behind Charlie Little, heading now into hairpin 2. Are we going to see any lunging attempt from Konstantinos? No, he's more experienced to know that.
You can't keep Alistair Irvine away from a BUKC event, can you? Anyway, the interesting thing about that for me is that James Ireland judged the traffic a little bit better than Tom Fox did. And so Loughborough now closer to Coventry A. Now, if he catches up to Tom Fox, will they be able to, will they work together, or will they just battle it out, allowing these two to battle it out? You get this sense here that Konstantinos is biding his time a little bit. The opportunity, if it comes, he'll take it, but there's still plenty of time left in this one for him to make a move, if so he can just bide his time, sit there and look for the opportunity, or push slightly harder in the last couple of laps. Fastest lap of the race, by the way, I should say, currently with Tom Fox, so he has got the pace to catch up to these guys.
You say about waiting for the opportune moment. What if the opportune moment comes and goes? So I think Konstantinos has got to think about making a move sooner rather than later, as we just look a little bit further down the grid, whilst not much is happening at the front, where we've just seen Imperial A falling down the order, and Loughborough C have overtaken Newcastle B for 18th place. Konstantinos right up the back of Charlie Little, now heading up towards Cafe. They're going to have to, he's got to do something here. Alistair Irvine in the way up front. Surely are we going to see a move into Conways? No, not yet, but there is every possibility that coming now into hairpin 1. Are we going to see a lunge? No. Oh, Nathan Little going slightly defensive there into hairpin 1. Into hairpin 2 now, where Konstantinos has been much better, so based on what I've seen, but no, it is still as you were. Thomas Fox just behind. The gap now is 1.2 seconds, so it's coming down, but it's not coming down enough, in my opinion, for Thomas Fox to be. Maybe on if Konstantinos and Mr. Little start fighting a little bit more, we might see the two coming through. As there's actually a track limit warning there for Thomas Fox, so he's got to be careful he doesn't pick on another one of those.
Newcastle B's impressive drive up through the field continues. Adam Fleming has just got past Loughborough C for 18th place. Leeds A as well have just got past Bath A to get themselves into the top 10, so that's a good effort there for Leeds A. Who is in there? That's Jack Fisher. Yeah, we heard from him on the grid, didn't we? Getting by the Bath A cart there, which is James Bumate, of course it is. Still having a good drive though.
They are neck and neck. It has to be said. They just crossed the line exactly the same point. So that is a decent fight there. Meanwhile, Thomas Fox is now definitely getting involved in this fight. There was a cart pulling over there.
That was Hertfordshire doing, noticing that the leaders were coming through, doing the right thing, I think.
Yes,
and just getting well out of the way. So fair play to them for that. We've got under 5 minutes to go then. Charlie Bennett leads ahead of Konstantinos Karting, Mr. Karting as we like to call him for Exeter A, and then Tom Fox in Coventry A's kart, now turning this into a 3-horse battle at the front.
Just noticed, I was about to just bring it up, that the Club 100 test car, which is piloted by Alistair Irvine, is lapping at roughly the same pace of the lead karts. I thought it'd be interesting when they got up to back of him, but Alistair Irvine, massively experienced driver, very talented. He's just completely pulled over to one side, letting the leaders through. If you're watching and you are one of those drivers that ends up towards the back, that is how to do it.
Yeah, Irvine, he knows what he's doing, doesn't he? In the pink helmet there, he's not a factor in this, just doing a bit of test work for the Club 100 squad. If you're wondering, these are Club 100 Rotax Evo karts that we race with in the BUKC. Club 100 have been providing the machinery for almost all of the BUKC's history, to be perfectly honest. And it's been a partnership that's worked very well for many a year. And here for the move of the lead goes Konstantinos, gets by at hairpin 2, and immediately Tom Fox is having a look. But as we saw earlier with his battle with James Ireland in the Loughborough car, he hasn't got great drive off of that second hairpin there, at least when he tries to take that tight line. Nose to tail, they go through Pullmans and into paddock. Will anyone have a go into Garda? Tom Fox is trying to get a run, but Charlie Bennett's looking to get the lead back. He goes to the inside, half in defence, half in attack. Alistair Irvine has to I bet he's lifting off a bit here because he doesn't want to get involved in this. Look, that's what the midfield looks like in the BUKC as well, folks. Look at this, Charlie Bennett towards Conway. He's going to try down the inside, gets the job done. Side by side they are. Tom Fox gets alongside Mr. Karting as well as they head into hairpin 1, James.
Absolutely, this is absolutely fantastic stuff. Sorry if I was calling Charlie Bennett Nathan Little earlier, but this is what I was predicting earlier. It's a 3-horse race for the lead. Tom Fox has got back past. I mentioned earlier Konstantinos had to pick his moment. He went for it. Unfortunately, it has cost him, so maybe he should have thought of going for it a little bit earlier. I won't pretend to be an expert, but that is just my opinion in the racing world. Meanwhile, we're now coming out into Garda. Charlie Bennett going defensive into Garda. Tom Fox had a run on him, and he's surely going to have a run on him now, coming out of the centre chicane, heading up towards Cafe. The midfield battle is absolutely obscene heading into, we've just got 2 minutes left. Tom Fox trying it around, he's going to try around the outside of Henry's corner. He's going down the outside towards hairpin 1. How's your braking? It's not bad, but it's not good enough for Nathan Bennett to lose the lead, and Konstantinos now getting involved. Is he going to send it down the inside on Tom Fox? Yes, he is. So it's now Exeter in P2. Loughborough B still leading, but Thomas Fox fights back. He's fought back around the outside of the S's. This is all going absolutely splendidly. I think they are just about with this massive gaggle of midfield cars. I think, no, they are actually going to get onto the back of these.
They are. So this, just to explain, this is, I want to say it is Coventry B in 25th, who are leading Swansea A, UWTSD A, Warwick C, UWTSD B, Sheffield A, Manchester Met. They're all in this string having a legitimate battle over 22nd place downwards. So they aren't going to be in the mood to get out of the way. They might decide to do the right thing if they fall off the back of the pack, but they're going to be battling in the dying moments, and it's all for points. No blue flags either here, as Thomas Fox tries to have a look here at Charlie Bennett, but there's nothing on there. He's right on his rear bumper, those. They're going to head down through Syme Sweep. He'll try and get a good line through Pullman's. He'll see that gaggle of carts ahead. He's going to want to try and get a move done before they hit this, if they can. The first cart is the Huddersfield B cart, the 29. Will this give Charlie Bennett the opportunity to break away? As I said earlier, though, it's not great being the first leader to hit a pack of carts, as we're going to come round now. Will this be called as the last lap, or have we got 2 more to go? It is 2 more to go as they hit the traffic. Here we go then. Tom Fox of Coventry A with Konstantinos Karting of Exeter A hunting down Charlie Bennett. He's got to absorb the pressure and get through the traffic cleanly and efficiently.
This is absolutely fantastic. We're going to have at least 2 laps. The Coventry, the UWTSD spot, no, sorry, the Huddersfield B car gets out of the way, does the right job. It is still as you were. Thomas Fox needed to get the move done before they hit this gaggle of carts. He has not been able to do that. Now we are probably going to see how to manage traffic, how to work it out. It looks like that Charlie Bennett has got past Loughborough B.
Look out for James Ireland as well, James. He's just got onto the back of this in the white helmet and blue suit, so look out for him. Can he nab something on the very last lap as we head onto it?
This is absolutely spectacular. We've crossed the line with 4 seconds to go. Thomas Fox looking around the outside once again through Conways, through Henry's. It's absolutely fantastic racing. How's he braking into hairpin 1? It's decent from Thomas Fox. He's round the outside, but Charlie Bennett defends brilliantly. Thomas Fox, he covers off the inside line fantastically. Overtaking manoeuvres becoming more of a premium now, as it is almost impossible to tell where the leaders start and the midfield ends. One of the midfield drivers getting overtaken into Syme Sweep. That's Charlie Bennett going down the inside. Surely there's not going to be, there's got Garda as the last opportunity for Thomas Fox. He's definitely on the inside. Charlie Bennett goes defensive. It looks like as Konstantinos runs Thomas Fox out. James Ireland getting involved as well, but it looks like after all that, it is going to be Charlie Bennett across the line for the Loughborough B cart. There we go. So we've got Loughborough B, Exeter A, Coventry A, Loughborough A, Nottingham A got involved there as well. They crossed the line brilliantly. Fantastic racing from all 3 of them. Brilliant racing from the midfield. Hopefully we might even be able to pick up that fight, see what's going on. I believe we were up to about...
So Leeds A are going to hold off Bath A, for 10th. That's a battle that had been raging for most of the latter third of the race. Is Cambridge B going to come across to claim 12th? Yes, they are, just from Loughborough D by a 10th of a second. Bournemouth A and Nottingham Trent A have just got past Kingston A on the last lap. Imperial A overtake Newcastle B and Loughborough C.
We're back on the grid with Konstantinos, who seems to interfere with our cameras somehow, but it's just saying, not the best kart, but a great race.
Yeah, I mean, it was really enjoyable. With a move that I did 5 minutes before the end of the race.
Apologies, folks. We're still having some issues there down on the grid. It's just the nature of, obviously, you know, Konstantinos. He just the man is like a, I don't know, like a magnet to a CRT TV screen.